Congrats, Coach. Coach, typical Ateneo-Adamson game. What can you say about that win, Coach?
Well, I guess it's pretty much what I expected. Defensive struggle. We were the top two defensive teams in the league last year. We have most of our players coming back. And more importantly, we know each other so well. We've scouted each other so many times that we know each other's movements. So it ended up being a defensive struggle today. The advantage we had was we could drop the ball into the post to Greg. We tried to really take advantage of that.
Did Ateneo-Adamson make you struggle with their defensive strategy in the last few minutes?
Well, actually, our defense picked up in the last few minutes. We held them to 7 points in the fourth quarter. I think that's the reason why we won the game. But they did make us struggle the entire game because of their defense. And, you know, we were just fortunate today that when we got in trouble, we had an opportunity just to drop the ball down into the post. They attempted a lot of three-point shots in this game, and while we tried to really bang the ball inside as much as we could, and we were able to do that.
Coach, what did Adamson did right in this game?
Well, I think what you guys have to understand is, one, they're well coached. Two, they're very talented. They're going to be one of the top teams in the league this year. And more importantly, they've scouted us so many times. We've played these guys so many times. They know our plays inside and out, so they know our movements. Very similar to the fact that we know their movements also. So sometimes it just becomes very difficult to score out there.
Coach, there were times out there when your boys seemed to get lost in the shuffle. They were missing their spots on the floor, especially on defense. What did you tell them in the last few minutes, Coach?
Well, we had a little bit of a problem when Cabrera started setting the pick and rolls. Other than that, we held them to 51 points, so the defense was pretty solid.
Right.
When Cabrera started setting the pick and rolls, he started popping. And because we were helping on the pick and rolls, when they were giving the ball back to him, there was nobody rotating on him. So they really hurt us a little bit with that. But other than that, I thought we did a pretty good job defensively.
So Greg, what can you say about your first collegiate game?
Very glad that we got the win out of it. You know, it was a very tough game, and you know, we've been preparing so long for this season. So I'm just happy we came out with the win.
How old are you now?
23.
23. Where are you from? Where are you? Okay. So Greg, what can you say about playing college ball then?
You know, they're different games, but I think that the FIBA rules are UAAP, but you know, it's very you know, the crowd's definitely a big factor in this. I was a little nervous coming into the game, but you know, the thing I had to do was rely on my teammates and just you know, dig deep and play.
Greg, talk about how Adamson defended you and how were you able to adjust?
You know, I saw they were coming with the double real quick, but I just had to listen to Coach Norman and the rest of the coaching staff, because they're the ones telling me when they're coming for a double or not. You know, they came with an adjustment where they weren't doubling me anymore, and the coaches pointed that out, so I was able to get a few buckets out of that.
Yeah. Coach, your next game, Coach.
Yeah. Another big game.
Yeah, what about it?
It's a big game. It's a big game. Yeah.
That's an understatement. Yeah, it's always a big game when we play LaSalle. Definitely. We'll be ready.
How about Keeper?
This was a tough game for Keeper, mainly because we normally use Keeper as a 2. And we match him up with Emmett, or we match him up with Wami. And if you watch the game closely, every time we put him in a 2 position, they started posting him up. And they actually took advantage of that. That was another adjustment that Coach Leo made that worked for them. They actually took the lead based on that, posting up Loizada. I don't think Loizada scored against them, but because we had the help defensively, they were able to move the ball around and get open shots. So that's something he's going to have to adjust to. I mean, when he's going to play the 2 position, he's going to have to adjust the guys trying to post them up. But you have to understand, everybody's not Adamson. Everybody doesn't have Nulis as a shooting guard, you know, or Lozada as a shooting guard, 6'2", 6'3". So hopefully we'll have better matchups in the future games for him.
What will make that LaSalle game challenging?
Number one thing, break their press. Just like Coach Bird said. Whenever you play LaSalle, that's going to be number one. You have to try to limit your turnovers, try to break their pressure, to score.
Coach, what can you say about LaSalle's big men?
Actually, I didn't see the game today. I only saw glimpses of it. But I know that Torres is a very good player. Van Upstal has a lot of energy, and of course they have the big man coming back from last year. So what they have different from last year is they have size. So it's going to be another tough game for us.
Thanks, Coach.